Hello, everyone. Glad to be here and basically want to talk about our Saturday Night Lights program, not the SNL that you know as far as Saturday Night Light. I mean Saturday Night, but it's Saturday Night Light. So basically, the program is founded in 2011 from our office with asset forfeiture money, and basically what we did was started with one particular gym because we realized through a lot of community talks and things and just meetings with the community in general that there was a lot of need for the various resources available, and that gyms and spaces for kids were closed between the hours of 5 to 9 on week from Fridays and Saturdays. And so what we did was we kind of partnered with organizations such as Pro Hoops that trains professional basketball players. Think of Mikal Bridges from the Brooklyn Nets, or even Tina Charles from the New York Liberty at the time, to train youth free of charge to on Fridays and Saturday evenings. And so the program has evolved from that one gym until 135 gyms and counting. But I'll get more to that as the presentation continues. A little bit about our office. So as you know now, DA Bragg has basically took the tenure as of January 22. And basically that U.S. Attorney General and things of that nature. We have oversee over 498 ADAs as well as 124 professional non-legal staff with the focus on safety and fairness. Our mission is really important to us, and so I'll let you read it, but the key highlights is basically trust, awareness, and access and partnership. And that's a key phrase and key slogan that we try to have throughout all the programs that we basically embark on. Key components of the program is activating spaces through times of high violence, which at the time when the program originated was between 5 on Fridays 5 to 9 and Saturday as well as 5 to 9. We stress the quality of the training. So we kind of evolved from having the pro hoops and professionalized training to community-based training just because we want to continue with relationships and consistency. But we also stress the fact that the community coaches have to be just as high quality as the professionals. And what that looks like is basically starting on time, having a community level huddle, knowing kids by their names, doing things to which has a structure to it to which kids come back more and more over the time of the program. And then most importantly, we leverage resources. So when we first started the program, it started out with about 75,000. It ballooned with us to about 250 million because of the asset forfeiture. But now because of the programming and leveraging resources and other partners and other agencies, each site is only down to $50,000. And that's with partners of DYCD, Youth and Community Development, New York City Parks, NYPD, and the various DAs within the 5 boroughs. As I mentioned, in 2011, we started with one gym in Harlem. It was a resounding success, and so we kept expanding until we got to 2013. 2013, we decided to RFP it, and because we were solely doing all of the work, meaning that we were doing all the outreach, we were taking kids in with attendance, we were making sure everything was getting done, aside from just the training, because some of us are not as equipped as some of the professional trainers that we had. So we decided to loosen up that load with our community partnership unit and basically give it to the communities and oversee that project. And so now the community part, all the community-based organizations oversee all the administrative tasks as well as the outreach, and we help and support that. But for the most part, we are basically a partner, and we meet with them. We used to meet with them every month, and we talk to them every week just to ensure that the program is still of the quality that we had when we were running the program ourselves. In 2019, we decided that it was not only good for just Manhattan itself, we decided to expand it to the other boroughs in the city, and incorporate all the other district attorneys' offices within the New York City jurisdiction. And so with that, we've decided to put at least one location within every site with the thought of actually getting 100 gyms over the course of time, which we have also accomplished the goal. And with that being said, because of the mayor at the time, Bellagio, saw that we were having a conscious effort of bringing everyone together and bringing everything to create access to kids for between the hours of 5 and 9, which wasn't being seen or wasn't being thought of at the time, or didn't have the resources to have it happen. I'm sorry. They decided to allocate $5 million of baseline funding within the city's budget to help facilitate that with the 100 gyms. Currently, from 2000 since inception, we have been over 20,000 participants. With last year alone having 1,000 youth within Manhattan by itself. Now, just to give you context, Manhattan's only 13 miles in radius between point, the lowest point to the highest point of the city. So to have 1,000 kids within that 13-mile radius is great. Then we also had with the estimation of about 5,000 youth citywide. We currently see almost about 650 youth every week, every Saturday, with an average of about 25 participants per night over the course of 30 sites across Manhattan itself. And now I would like to show you all a quick video. So what you see here is our culminating event.
We're free level coaching for every student in New York City, 140 gyms accounts. And they just taught us how to work hard, how to be a respectful young man, and to take pride in what you do. Coach Amar, he always tells me there's no such thing as can't, because you always got to pick yourself up, go beyond your limits. Saturday Night Lights taught me how to appreciate what you have and be grateful. I love the app and find the gym near you.
And so the components of the program is basically that the age range of the program is from 5th grade to 12th grade. The reason why we don't include ages and we include grades is because sometimes there are youth that are undercredited but still in high school and they're beyond the 18-year-old age. So as long as you're in high school, which can be anywhere between 20 to 21, you're able to stay in the program. The program's consistency is 46 weeks, which means every Saturday. We try to take limited breaks because of the fact we know consistency is key when relationship building. And so we kind of take a break for New Year's and Christmas because those are demanding holidays, but exception to those, we kind of continue to keep the flow of the program. The $50,000 that I mentioned earlier is kind of provided just to the high quality coaches. We feel that if the coaches are paid adequately, that we get the adequate instruction. And so as you can see here in the picture, those are kids that are coached by none other but NYCFC's community coaches, which they get high quality training and as well as other resources available to them. The 4-hour block is consist of two-hour sessions, anywhere between 5 to 7 for middle school youth, which comprises of opening circle, the drill piece, short-sided games, and then actual just regular play, just to have them be able to play against one another. And the same experience happens in high school. We ask that all providers have at least 15 kids minimum and 30 kids in the evening, which represents 2 teams, if you think about it. And we try to allocate a culminating event like you saw with in the video, where the basketball city has 7 basketball courts. It's a really huge facility to which everyone could come, convene and basically talk to one another and get to meet everyone. And then we also have various opportunities available to the kids as well, whether it's Knicks games, Yankee games, you name it, they have exposure to all of those. As far as as far as the community engagement platform, for me personally, what we do is we do weekend check-ins to support the youth. To support the community-based organization to see what's needed, convene stakeholders, and basically make sure that everything is going well for the program, but also as well as with the youth in the community and their issues. Attend partners events as well, rather than just SNL, and then have volunteer opportunities for our both non-legal and legal staff to get engaged with, in addition to hosting SNL partners to events as well. Then lastly, it basically helps bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community, but also helps our staff be able to see firsthand what the community is experiencing and have an impactful relationship with not only just the community, but the other agencies instead of being in silos. Thank you for taking the time, and I hope that you enjoyed the presentation.